Well, y'all know by the title of the video it is. It's going to be a tips for upcoming freshmen. Just leaving my freshman year and going into my sophomore year. Honestly, I have a lot of tips for y'all. Tips and all that type of stuff. I might do one of these videos every year for every grade. I don't really know. But I'm telling y'all, I'm not really gonna say I'm dropping gems, but I'm speaking facts. Like, I went through it. A lot of people went through it. A lot of people went through it at that. So hopefully I can help y'all have a better year. Y'all might not even listen to me, but just know, just hear what I gotta say. You don't have to do it, but just yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get right into the video. If y'all saw my last video, I showed y'all that I bought these from. Did I show you? One second. Okay, well, done with that phone call. I don't even know to do that. But yeah, I just got off the phone. But whatever. I see a change in my nose ring. I will be getting my other nose ring back. Let me tell you what happened with that before I get into the video for real. So, literally, I'm so embarrassed by this. I took my nose ring out to like clean it or whatever, and then I dropped it in the sink, and then it didn't go all the way in until my dumbass touched it somewhere, and then it went all the way in. So the switch has my nose ring now. But good thing when I got that nose ring, y'all probably don't even know. I'll put a picture of the nose ring. But the nose ring that I have or whatever, it came in a pack of 4. So that's great. Great, good. So yeah. But if I don't remember if I showed y'all this or not in my last video. I don't think I did. But I got 3 journals from Ross. I got this one for YouTube, another one that's like a personal journal, and another one that is a planner for school, whatever. So yeah. But this journal right here, every time I see this, just know the video was well thought of, well planned, and well put together. Okay, this right here is a different video that I'm doing, so we're not gonna go there. But this is what today's video is gonna consist of. This whole page and everything. I wrote down everything because I feel like I already know that I talk too much in the first place, and I did not want to make this video even harder. It's already a sit down video where I'm going to be talking the whole video, no movement, no different clips or nothing, just for me talking. So I was like, yeah, we need to organize this a little bit, because we're not going to just have me sitting here talking all day like I am right now. So, but yeah, let's get right into it. Tips for upcoming freshmen going into high school. First thing I'm gonna say, whoever told you high school was fun, they lied. They lied. Like, some parts of high school is fun, and I'm gonna get into that with more different topics. Like, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different like portions and parts of this video. But really, y'all finna know. Before I get into all of those parts of the video, I want to let y'all know something right now. High school is not going to be a piece of cake. For some people it is, for some people it isn't. For me, personally, it was easy until it wasn't, okay? As long as you sit in class every day, do your work, focus on what you have to do, and you're not consumed by drama, relationships, friendships, all that type of stuff, I promise you will be perfectly fine. And that's where my year took a turn. I'm not going to speak on my whole freshman year, but I will be giving like parts and things that I connected to while I was making this whole sheet of things that y'all should know. So yeah, let's just get right into the first topic. First topic is academics. So yeah, academics, y'all. I know it's probably like, girl, we already know about school. We already know do I work, blah 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 blah. My mom be telling me that. Stay focused, please, because as soon as you wear off, as soon as you're like, oh, it's the end of the year, I'm gonna stop doing work, them assignments stack up. Those percentages stack up. So do your work, please, because it's gonna change. It's gonna make a difference. Um. Oh, some things that I did personally, and that's just me, but I still got through the year. My last class of the day, every single day, I promise you. First semester, I had biology. That was my last class of the day. Second semester, my last class of the day was French class. I would like to say something real fast. With their classes, you're not necessarily make sure that the class that you're taking don't like when you get that schedule, when they give you your schedule, look over your schedule, make sure the classes that you need to take, not classes that they just put you in because you need to be put in them. Because when I tell y'all, it was certain classes that I was put in and I was like, what do I need this for? Like, literally, what do I need this for? But some of the classes you are gonna need them for high school credit, like graduate credits. So definitely make sure your classes are classes that are gonna benefit you your senior year. French one at that. So let me tell y'all, every day in that class I was sleepy. Both of them, just because it was two different semesters. Sleepy, going to sleep. Biology, I literally went to sleep night. I can text one of my friends that was in my biology class right now, and they'll be like, "Yep, she was sleeping every single day. Like I went to sleep every single day in that class. That class was nap time for me." And it's okay to have a class that you do that in, but make sure that's a class where you can easily catch up. You know what I mean? For some people, they can't do that. Me, I can do that. I catch up really easily because like I take notes, stop taking notes, take my nap, wake up, do whatever activity we're doing, and then I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. But so yeah, like y'all really just like lock in, twin, cause lock in. So, but yeah, I would really just say stay focused because if you're not focused, and let me tell you classes that you really need to focus in. I'm not saying all of your class you should not focus in, but if it does not go towards what allows you to graduate, don't care about. I mean, well, care about it, do your work, get good grades, but don't put as much focus on that class as the class that you know. Like I had, let me tell you the classes that I focus on the most. I focus on algebra, biology, French, and computer class. Them four classes right there, them the classes you need to focus on. Computer, you're you're not always gonna know everything. You might know some things from an old computer class, but you're definitely not gonna know them in high school computer classes. You're not gonna know anything. And pay attention in those classes. Pay attention. Computer classes about like science classes, computer classes, and math classes. Pay the most attention in those classes because when I'm telling you, one day one day you slip up, you don't know nothing for the rest of the week. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I went to sleep one time in math class, and I never go to sleep in that class. Tell y'all. Went to sleep one time in algebra, could not get back up. I had to literally like teach myself, like, because classes like computer, biology, math class. Well, biology, honestly, you get the notes from the teacher, you're Gucci, you're fine. You know everything. You just gotta go over the notes in your head so you can memorize them. Biology is one of those classes where as long as you take notes, you will be perfectly fine. And if you're not a good note taker, have somebody take the notes for you, take a picture, write them down yourself, because having that picture is not gonna be enough. You're gonna need to write them down and you're gonna need to write them down and make sure you do what you need to do, okay? Because when I tell y'all biology, it ain't for the weak, baby. It's not for the weak. I feel so bad for everybody. And okay, another thing about it, you might not have biology your freshman year. I had it my freshman year because of my scores that I had. Some people had earth science, but you might not have that. Biology is a lab science. Earth science is not a lab science. So it just depends on what your. It really depends on what you did in 8th grade to depend what you have for freshman year, because your freshman year classes, them not changing. Okay, not changing at all. Those are set in stone. You don't get to pick those classes. Your sophomore year, you get to pick most of your classes, But freshman year, you don't really get to. You get your classes that you need for that year, and then that's it. So yeah, I'm talking, but I'm also talking about talking. I'm not rambling. Um, but when I say stay focused, stay consistent with your work. Don't start slacking at the last minute, because I did that at the end of the year with my French class because of personal problems, and I tell y'all, no, it was not giving. But I still made it out. Still made it out. Okay, another thing that goes apart with this: create bonds with your teachers. I have two teachers right now that I know next year when I go back to school, I'm gonna love those teachers. I'm gonna see them teachers. I'm gonna hug them teachers. I'm gonna miss them teachers the most, because I literally created a bond with them. Find a admin, a student concern specialist, a teacher that you have, some adult in that building, someone in that building that you could depend on. Go to talk to about classes, work, do work in their class if you need to. Like, go to a teacher like that. Find a teacher like that for you, because not your teacher is not gonna be my teacher. You know what I mean? But yeah, I will say, like, find a teacher to connect with, because once you connect with that teacher, having connections with teachers gets you a long way. Let me tell y'all, this is a quick little third time. So it was the end of the year. It was 4 exams. I wasn't going to be able to go to my exam, but then my teacher, she was like, let me email her. You email her too. You ask her about it. We both talk about it, all that type of stuff. And literally, when I tell you, I love that teacher to this day. Miss Cannon, I love you so much. Bookie, I love you. I love you so much. But literally, every time I went to that teacher about a problem that I had, or an issue I was having, or even things personal, she was always there for me, giving me good advice. So I would say, have you a teacher, an admin, a student concern specialist, a lunch lady if you want to, someone that you can talk to. And for some people, that's their coaches if they're in a sport. Like, go to people that you can depend on. Okay, the last part of the academic thing is take classes serious, even if you hate them. I'm telling you, take that class serious, because if you don't take it serious, literally, at the beginning of the year, if you're in your freshman year and you're not feeling a class that you may have signed up for or something like that, go to your counselor. I literally did that the freshman year. I literally did not want to be in ROTC, so I left. I sent my what's the name? I sent my what's the name? I sent my counselor an email. She worked it out to where I took this class, and that was fine. Perfectly fine. I'm telling y'all. A class that I really hated was PE, and not because of the physical activity, y'all. I like those games and stuff. It was because of the teacher. So don't let you not even liking the course, but you have to stay in that course. Do your work. Do what you gotta do. Don't worry about none of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, everything reflects on your GPA. I'm telling you, everything reflects. That little part of the end of the year where I start slacking on my work, I started getting lower grades and all that type of stuff. My GPA went down. It didn't go down by that much. But I tell you, I'm literally being so dramatic. Like, I'm literally being so dramatic. My GPA was let's say my GPA was I ain't gonna tell you my actual GPA because I don't want to. Let's say my GPA was a 2.555. And then at the end of the year, when they updated grades and stuff, my GPA turned to a 2.5. Like, literally, that's basically what my GPA did. That's literally what my GPA did. That's not my GPA, y'all. People who know, y'all know my GPA. Just don't blow at me. But to be serious, take your classes serious, because honestly, and I get more into this in the next couple seconds of the video, but like, GPA matters. Like, your GPA matters. Like, we're not going based off grades no more. We're going based off GPA. So please, please take your classes serious. Take your GPA serious. But it went down. But like, I'm still telling y'all, GPA is very important. Because you gotta think about that. When you're done with high school, your freshman year, do the most work you can do, so you don't have to do more throughout the rest of high school. Because in senior year, you might have to make up classes because you didn't do what you needed to do in that class or something like that. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Just do what you need to do so you can get that good GPA. Look at college. Like, if you're going to college, especially if you're going to college, work hard in school, work hard in classes, get a good GPA because it all comes together in the end. Okay, let's talk about, speaking of college, future. Your future. That's what this part of the video is called. Future. Your future. Think about what you want to do. Because I'm going to tell y'all, my district, they started in 8th grade where they ask you, what do you want to be? And all that type of stuff. They give you a little handbook. I have it right here. They gave you this little book, RCCG, Everyone Future Ready. This is just from my district. You probably get something different. I don't know. But I'm telling y'all, think about what you want to do in your future. Think about, do you want to go to college? Do you want to go in the Air Force? Do you want to do this? Because there's certain classes, certain things that can be set up for you in your schedule to where that can help you to become the best person you want to be in your future. Like, if you want to be in the military, join ROTC. You don't have to do it to go straight into the military after high school, but it does help. And then also to just, if you want to go to ROTC for discipline or to get that cord when you graduate, then that's fine. But there's certain things that you can do to like get where you want to be in life. So yeah. So that's a little segment right there. We're gonna talk about something. We're gonna talk about sports. I did not play a sport. My sister played a sport. I knew a lot of people who play sports, and they tell me things, and I hear things, and I even, all that type of stuff. So I'm not gonna put this. It's not really girls that do this. It's more so boys. So for the male audience that's watching this video, stop putting your sport first. For the boys that are watching this video, please do not click off this video. I actually meant something about what I said. I'm not just saying don't focus on your sport to perfect your sport. I'm saying it because I know a lot of people who were doing, y'all hear about it in a few seconds. Y'all just listen, please. Don't leave the video. Listen. I get it. What did I say? Take your sport serious, but take school even more serious, especially if you're playing a sport with your school. I get it if it's not, like, if it has nothing to do with school, your sport is not with your school or anything. But if your sport is with your school, grades show very much difference. And I can tell you one thing right now. My school's basketball team, my school's football team, they have this thing, or I think every school basketball team and football team have this thing, where if your grades are not a certain stature, then you cannot play. So then at that point, what are you doing both the work for? What are you doing the school work? Why are you practicing? Why are you doing all these things if you're just going to slack at the end of the day? So get your grades right, get your sport together, and those both things can combine to help you have a great season for your sport, a great school year. And yeah, it's just a good balance. Especially a lot of boys that go to my school, whatever, and they played sports, that was their big thing, grades. So I would say get one of your friends who is a female, or it could be a male, it don't matter, who are good at, who have taken that class before, or are taking a class at the same time as you. Get them to help you, because at the end of the day, that's going to help you. But to also go along with that, do not always depend on those people to help you, because you still have to learn for yourself. I had this one person in one of my classes in the first semester literally depended on me to help them with every single thing. And it's like I have to do my work too. So don't always depend on that person, or don't always put your workload onto that person because they're also a high school student who are doing their work. So do your work, get help if you need it, but don't always depend on other people to do work for you, because at the end of the day, you're not learning from that. And at the end of the day, they're neither not learning because they're helping you. So every aspects with school, sports, home, everything going to help. But yeah, that's a little. I don't play sports, but girl, I know some things. I know some things. We're gonna talking about activities. One of the things that I did that honestly I feel like made my freshman year 10 times better, which I had a good freshman year. It was just really towards the end because some personal issues, but you know, my business. Everybody already know what I'm talking about. If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. You know what personal issue I'm talking about. But we're not gonna talk about that personal issue. I have to put that out. Yeah. But activities. Go to school events. Go to school events. I'm telling y'all, go to school events. It's that simple. Because going to the school events, you meet new people, you get to have a fun time while enjoying school. Like I'm telling y'all, while enjoying school. Like pep rallies, you really don't have no choice but to go to the pep rallies at my school basically. But pep rallies, go to the basketball games, go to the football games, go to the soccer games, go to the track meets. I'm telling y'all, this is for females. All the niggas be at the track meet. All the niggas be at the track meet. I'm telling y'all. I can find y'all man. I'm telling y'all. Also the basketball games too. I'll be going there for that. Yeah, the basketball games, the track meets, the football games, all that is so much fun. You just like it's just football games. If you go to a football game and you expect that we really watching the football game, you're lame. We finna go canoodle. We finna go find me a man. Like we finna do all that. Cause what else is there to do? Watch them play football. That's funny. But yeah, football games are so much fun. Basketball games, they're fun to an extent. The varsity games are fun. The JV games, not so much. But and that's the only games I'll be going to next year. Is the varsity. But yeah, varsity games are fun. I'm probably not even going to go to most of my school's football basketball games. I'll probably go to my friends' his basketball games because yeah. But go to your school events. Make plans to go out. If y'all, let me tell y'all. Let me tell you, this is the one part of my freshman year that I regret. I did not make plans to go out with nobody. I always was in the house working, doing nothing. Like, girl, make plans to go out. Go to the movies, go to the mall, go to the outlet, go to King Claw, go somewhere, have some fun. Because at the end of the day, especially if your parents is allowing you to do that, please. Get out that house. Do that now in the summertime and in school time. I'm telling you. Allow me to go with the activity subject. Clubs. If you are interested in something and you're really passionate about it or something like that, find a club. Make a club. Do something. If you want to be on a cheer team, try out for the cheer team. If you want to be on a basketball team, try out for the basketball team. If you want to be on a football team, try out for the football team. Like, if you want to be on a team, if you want to be in a club, find one. Try out for one. Do something. Like, find something to do. I didn't do that because I don't do sports. I'm just playing. But yeah, I like just find something that you like to do or you love to do and do it. Okay. At least try something. Try something. If it doesn't work out in the end, at least you tried. Like, just know that. Okay. We're gonna get into the deeper issues of high school, the parts that will really make or break you. Personality check. Please check your personality before you get in there and when you leave that motherfucker. Every day you wake up and go in there, and then every time you walk out to go on that bus or get in that car or walk or go to the library, do something. Check yourself, please. Don't change who you are for any person, for any group, for anyone. Because as soon as you start changing yourself for that person or that group, that's when you're not you. Stop trying to be a part of something that you, at the end of the day, probably don't even want to be a part of. So, yeah. Try to figure out what you want. Let me tell y'all. This is just me. From the beginning of my freshman year to about a month or two before the end of the school year, I was all about one person that was not me. Everybody know what I'm talking about. I was all about one person that was not me. Constantly putting that person before me, more worried about, is me and this person together? Does me and this person, whatever. Like, don't do that. What do you want to do? Figure out what you want. Like, not what somebody else wants. And that is a segue into the next topic. Relationships. I'm telling y'all, being in a relationship with someone, especially in a freshman year when you're just getting used to everything, it's not the most important thing. It's really not. I spent basically my whole freshman year trying to get in a relationship with someone, okay? Don't do it. If that person does not show interest the first time, don't try to get them to show interest the second time or the third time or this time or that time or that time. Stop lessening yourself for someone else, if that makes sense. And if this is a big one for me, okay? And this is why me and this person do not talk now. Don't date your best friend. Don't date your best friend. Do not date your best friend. Your boy best friend. If you're a girl, don't date your boy best friend. If you're a boy, do not date your girl best friend. Because at the end of the day, that situation could end up with y'all either being so happy or never talking again. So, and I'm on this side. So, yeah. Don't try and rush into it. If you and someone are talking and whatever, don't try to rush into a relationship. Don't try to force them to do something that they don't want to do or nothing like that, because I've seen it too many times. I didn't do that. I've seen it, well, I kind of did, but I've seen it too many relationships at my school end because they either rushed, wanted to get into something real fast and quick, just didn't want to be alone, and that was me, and all that type of stuff. So don't do it. And if you are in a relationship with someone, don't let everybody know your business. Don't let everybody know your business. I didn't do that, okay? I didn't do that, okay? Don't let everybody know your business, because as soon as everybody knows your business, leverage, like, that gives them leverage on you. That gives them something to say. Every time you got something, like, every time something happen, like, say you having an issue in your relationship, you have an issue in your relationship, they're gonna bring that every single time. You try to give them advice on something, or on, like, actually giving them advice on some real stuff. Before we get into the friendship portion of this video, before the relationship portion is over, going into what I was talking about more with the whole, like, when you're trying to give somebody the advice, but they throw that same thing back at you. If that is your friend, that's not your friend. If every chance they get to put you down about an old situation that happened between you and someone, then that is not your friend. And it's because they can't take their own stuff. I was like, I'm curse. So I'm trying to curse. I'm not trying to bleep out nothing else in this video. They're trying not to take accountability for their own things, so they try to put things onto you. Please leave that friendship. Leave it now. They're gonna be like, well, you didn't do that with so and so. Oh, okay. I should have told you. Like, the last part of this, I guess, is staying focused on school. I did that. I never, not once, well, sometimes I would put the above school, but for most part, I never, like, I saw a grade drop. Oh, I'm gonna text you later. I'm gonna talk to you later. I just gotta fix my grade real fast. So, like, yeah, like, put school first, if anything. If you want to be in a relationship, do that. If you're in a relationship, do that. But make sure you're putting your schoolwork first. Because at the end of the day, if you don't, it's gonna be some real trouble for you, broski. It's gonna be some real trouble for you. But honestly, if y'all don't listen to anything I say this whole video, in this part, don't date your best friend. don't date your best friend, because at the end of the day, that person, I don't know, that person is not going to be a best friend anymore. They're either going to be your boyfriend, or they're either going to be someone you don't like, or someone you don't talk to anymore. It's one or the other. It really is. I'm telling you. Like, maybe it's because we're young and we're still trying to figure out our own emotions. And oh, big part. If you feel like you have to be happy with someone else, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you feel like you're the happiest you've ever been in your whole entire life with that person, don't do it. Because I guarantee you, you'll be happier by yourself. Let me tell you, I left that situation. After that situation a month ago, I am the happiest I have ever been. I said that while I was with that person. And I'm saying that now, like on some real stuff. That was happy. That was happy. This, me right now, is me happy. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, last part of this video is going to be friendships. This was the longest thing that I wrote, okay? Friendships. Keep your circle big or small. Small, though, I prefer. Please keep your circle small. You can have people that you talk to in school, that you have classes with, that you talk to, but have those close friends with you that you could talk to about anything. People that you know are not going to switch up, that are not going to tell your business, and all that stuff. And speaking of that, don't just tell your business to anyone. That person might, in the end of the day, might not even be a real friend, or not even stay in your life that long. So it's like, don't be telling everybody your business. And then, this is a huge thing. If you have a friend from 8th grade that you were friends with in 8th grade, like y'all were the best of friends in 8th grade, then y'all got to high school and everything changed, communicate that. Communicate that. Because if you don't communicate that, you're going to be thinking about that. You're going to be holding that against them for so long, and to the point where you're just like, I'm done. You stop talking to that person. So communicate if you feel like something has changed in your friendship, and if both parties are willing to actually like work things out and figure out what they want to be as friends, that is the best thing ever. And if one person isn't doing as much work as the other, then leave. I'm sorry to say it, but leave. Stop going in these merry-go-rounds with friends. Stop going round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. Stop doing that, because at the end of the day, that's draining you for something that was inevitably going to happen at the end of the day. Go places with your friends. Like, stop making plans that don't ever get out the group chat. Make sure them plans get out that group chat, y'all. Make sure them plans get out that group chat. Because I swear to God, I swear y'all gonna have so much fun. I swear y'all gonna have so much fun with everything. Like, literally. Promise y'all gonna have so much fun. Oh my God. This is something that I feel like anybody, like, I don't care. It's good to have this. If you're going to freshman year, and if you're playing a sport, it's gonna be way easier for you to like bond with upperclassmen, and also if you have those classes with them. Like, if you're really like real smart, you got classes with upperclassmen, girl, you did that. But yeah, have classes with upperclassmen. Like, I mean, be friends with upperclassmen, because at the end of the day, those are gonna be the people that's gonna be able to give you advice, help you, and be there for you the most, because they've been through it already. So it's like, they're a tour guide through high school, basically, I would say. But I'm telling you right now, the more children that come to my school, don't try to use me as your upperclassman, because I'm not talking to you. But yeah, I would say, like, most definitely, if y'all are going to become friends with upperclassmen, be friends with people in your class too, because you need them people. You're gonna need them when the upperclassmen leave. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. Hope liked it. I kind of dropped some on. I really told y'all a whole lot about me, and also gave y'all some advice too. But if we learned everything in this video, If I learned anything from my freshman year, don't do not put a relationship with someone before yourself. Because at the end of the year, when that relationship is over and when everything is done, you're going to be left wondering, who am I? Who am I? Like, who is Kayla? You know what I mean? So just don't do it. Please, 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 please. For me, don't do it. But yeah, hope y'all like today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully y'all really just take everything in, please. Because everybody was like, let me tell y'all, teachers and educators was like, high school's gonna be such an amazing journey. It's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be hard. When they said it's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be hard, they meant that. It's hard. It's really hard, but it's also so much fun. Once you find a great balance between school, home, if you play sports, and friends and relationships, you have done it. So hopefully y'all like the video. I already said like, comment, subscribe. See y'all in the next video.